one of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Soldier Field. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Lawrence going to put it up right away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Here's 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Bears defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence changing the play. Throw left side. There's London. There he goes left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now Jones. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jones again. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Aaron Jones with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Bears at 12-4 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
To the air again, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
29-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Fields throwing again. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, 11. Go.
Here's Fields. Touchdown, Bears! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive.
Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the counter, here's Jones. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85-Bear defense a little bit.
11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Great job.
An inside give to Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Let's go.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Now Lawrence. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now Lawrence on 1st down. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score. A pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. York now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Powerful running. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Touchdown, Vikings! Aaron Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there. They'll go for 2. They're going to run for with Jones. And this time they'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Angel. No mas. Hey, never mind. Monday.
Fields now to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Again, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Let's go.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Easy. One strike. Go.
On first down, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Extend. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken.
Fields. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Wiggles free. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Got a man, it's London. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Different baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll run it with Jones. And some room to maneuver. Fighting his way through contact. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
Vikings 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return, and they'll begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Fields on first down.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
Throwing again is Fields.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
York able to send this one through.
And they'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And this is picked up by the Bears. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
The extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get in the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Being chased out left. Touchdown! Gerald Everett from 4 yards out.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And that flag accepted.
Cade York to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And to the the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
And the Vikings first down.
11, add it. 11. Silver.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Go, let's go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in, because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here we go.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken. Sit high.
Back to throw, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11. You got a mini base. Yo.
Now Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Fields throwing again. Flush to his right, and he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Go.
Out of the gun, Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 51 yards. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Back now at Soldier Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Red on red.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Lawrence is, and the throw here caught by Addison. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
11.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tackle made at the 38
Kill.
A gain of 9 yards.
Take right open.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Go. Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence running right on the option. He gives it up. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. 2nd down and 6 now.
Great job.
A gain of 4. It's
11.
now 2nd and 6.
Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Rip, 23.
The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Hey, go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Addison will go in motion left. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. It's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Jones, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This now a 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Up the middle, Jones. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 205 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
First down, Minnesota.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
I got him.
Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out and decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Angel. Go.
To throw is Fields.
Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago,
they earned one final victory and finished the regular season at 13-4.
And now they'll await